When do you use a VPN? These days, VPNs are really popular, but not for the reasons they were originally created for. Originally, they were a way to connect business networks securely over the internet or allow you to access a business network from home. There's a good chance you've run into advertisements for VPN services while visiting websites or listening to podcasts. They're everywhere these days thanks to a renewed focus on privacy and security. This is the Digital Prepper, and today we're going to take a look at what a VPN actually is, and when and if you actually need to use one. Before we get started, we should take a look at what a VPN actually is. To put it simply, a VPN connects your computer or device to a server that is connected to the internet. What this allows you to do is browse the internet without making it look like you're using your device's internet connection. So, for example, if your VPN is using an IP address that is located in a different country, it's going to appear as if your network connection is coming from that country or that IP address instead of your own, which could allow you to potentially access things that you couldn't normally access. Think of it like a tunnel connecting your computer to the VPN service, which then connects to the website that you want to go on. Because the VPN is connecting you to the website, it's going to look like the traffic is coming from the VPN itself and not your IP address. With this being said, there are a lot of misconceptions on the use of VPNs. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few now. One of the more common misconceptions is that in order to use a VPN, you have to be a tech-savvy person. This just isn't the case. Even now, there are millions of people using VPNs at home or at work to connect to their business networks. There are very simple instructions on how to set these up, depending on the VPN service that you're using for a non-technical or technical person. The second misconception that some people have is that just having a VPN keeps you safe on the internet. Again, this isn't the case. While having a VPN is an important tool to keep someone more anonymous online and keeping their communications private, this isn't a replacement for something like an antivirus software that you should always have on your computer. Just like having a security alarm system in your house isn't a substitute for locking the front door when leaving your home, do realize that having a VPN is just one part of digital prepping and security. One last misconception that people have regarding VPNs is that using one makes you 100% anonymous on the internet. This is not that simple, and depending on how the VPN is used, you could not be anonymous at all. For example, if you're using a VPN to browse the internet, and let's say you're logged into your Google account to access Google-based applications. YouTube, for example, saves your browsing history and watch history. Google Search saves that search data. If you're accessing Facebook and tagging pictures with your location and such, a VPN can't help you stay anonymous if you're not willing to be anonymous. Technically speaking, if you do want to appear like you don't exist online at all, then you shouldn't be using the internet. Additionally, some VPNs can keep logs of the user's activity for a set time period. These logs can be subpoenaed, and the VPN will respond to these lawful requests, therefore not providing any anonymity to you. Do remember to take a look at your VPN's privacy statement and make sure that they align with what you want to use in a VPN software. So now that you know what a VPN is and some of the common misconceptions on them, when would you actually use a VPN? Well, for one, you can use a VPN to access different networks. VPNs are frequently used, especially now that more people are working from home, in order to access their business's networks. This includes all of their normal local network resources, and those local resources don't have to be exposed directly to the internet which increases security for the business itself thanks to you VPNing into the business's network. What you can also do is set up a VPN so that you can access your home network while you're traveling. By setting up your own VPN to your home network, you'll be able to do things like access your home network, so you'll be able to access your home computers over the internet, or even access your local file stores, which will allow you to access any files that you might need, or save any files that you have saved on your device to your home file stores. Another thing that you're able to do is use a VPN to obviously hide your browsing activity from your ISP. For example, if you're using a public Wi-Fi connection and you're on a non-secure, non-HTTPS website, this could possibly be visible to anyone else nearby if they know where to look. If you do want to hide your browsing activity for more privacy, you can connect to a VPN. The local network will only see a single secure VPN connection, and all other traffic is going to travel over that VPN connection. Now, while this can be used to bypass connection monitoring by your ISP, again, do bear in mind that some VPN providers do keep logs on their end. Another kind of cool thing that you can do with a VPN is access geo-blocked websites. So, for example, if you're in America and you're trying to look at UK Netflix, for example, you can use your VPN to change your IP address to make it look like it's coming from the United Kingdom. So then when you log into Netflix, you'll be able to access shows and movies that the United Kingdom has on Netflix that the United States might not have access to at that time. And finally, you can use it when downloading files. Let's be honest. Many people do use VPN connections to download files via a torrent software, and this can actually be useful if you're downloading completely legal torrents. If your ISP is throttling torrent connections and making it extremely slow, you can use a torrent program on a VPN to potentially get faster speeds. The same is true for other types of traffic that your ISP might interfere with, unless that is interfering with the VPN traffic itself. To go ahead and wrap things up, I do just want to say that this was a little bit more of a general overview of VPNs, their misconceptions, and what they can be used for. If you would like to see more content like this that goes into a little bit more detail, do let me know down in the comments and I could possibly make some more videos on this topic. If you did like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and obviously if you learned something or if you have any digital prepping questions that you would like addressed in a future video, comment down below. More digital prepping to come.